gana action. Niba ushaka kwiga indimi, gana action. Ushaka kuba umusirimu, gana action. Iterambere mama, gana action. Niri gusiga nyabuna, gana action.
Welcome in Action College, where your success is our priority. My name is Teacher Daniel Ndugu Alpha, but you can call me DNA. Today, we're going to go through Ielts speaking. What you can do, what you can improve, how you can perform to avoid some examiners slap. But I'm lying, they will not slap you. Let's go through it. When you are going to go in Ielts, you have to do 4 things. I told you: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Today we're just going to go through speaking. See how we can be a good speaker, how we can improve our speaking, how we can convince the examiners for them to give us marks, because that's what we need. We don't want to stay in Rwanda because we're learning to go abroad. So let's see how we can speak for us to go abroad. The speaking part of Ielts is a very short part, but can be complicated and bring chaos if you are not prepared well. So how can you be prepared well for you to convince the examiners? This Ielts test and speaking, you only have about 12 minutes. You will not go beyond mostly, because you will speak about 3 parts. The first part, which is about you, the personal related information questions. The second part, where you have to develop a given topic within 2 minutes. And the last part, which is a discussion, the exchange of questions with answers actually, because you're not asking, you're just answering. The examiner will ask you a lot of questions related to the second part mostly, the second topic you had in the second part. So you will have to answer these questions one after another. So this is a long discussion, but not boring, because you are speaking. Or if it's boring, then let's improve it. Then see how you can avoid to be boring in this part. The first part, I say that it's about you. The questions about you. What you do, what you like, where you live, how you like things to be, what you need to do, what you feel like doing every time. This is about you. So every time when you are answering questions in British, maybe let's say British, because these people like you to speak. They don't want to feel awkward talking to you. So how to avoid this? You have to speak a lot. Even though it can be a yes/no question, you have to add some information always. Information like what? You may ask yourself, which information? If they ask me, did you eat yesterday? Do I have to say what and what? Yeah, it's a yes or no question. You may say, yes, I ate. And then you add something. Which something? Something you ate. What do you think? Something you ate, the time you ate that, how was it? Was it delicious? Who did you share that food with? Those are the information you need to add mostly on some questions for you to keep the conversation normal, natural, and then, let me say healthy. Yeah, because you don't have to cut the conversation. If the question is, where do you live? You don't have to say, I live in London, and that just keep quiet. No, yeah, I live in London, a beautiful city. I live in an apartment maybe, and then you add some more information for you to keep the conversation. And yeah, you have to add some words, because this is the speaking test. They are measuring your speaking. They are seeing if you can speak. So how will they give you marks if you don't speak? That means you have to speak for them to give you marks. So these personal related information questions, sometimes people may feel like offended sharing their own information. I see this sometimes in my classes where you ask like a student, how is your work like? How is your job like? and then they try to hide some information. Yeah, maybe you can hide it from me. Why from me? Actually, it's an examiner. We don't have to feel like offended sharing our own information, because we're doing this for marks. We are not sharing our secret. No, it's not a secret. We're just trying to get marks because we want to go abroad. So if you are asked a question like this, please don't feel like you are sharing your secrets. No, you're doing the test. So please do the test. The question may be like, are you a student or a worker? If you are a worker, then say, no, I'm not a student, I work. I work in Action College, and I've been working there. It's been 2 years, and it's a really good job. I'm a teacher, and I like it. I like it so much. I teach my students very well, and then they pass their exams. That's me. So, if you are a student, then say that you are a student. Currently, I'm a student at Action College. I'm taking my Ielts courses. I want to go in Canada. That's why I'm taking my Ielts courses. Yeah. The next question will be maybe related to the first one, and then be like, how is the courses there? Don't say good. Just say, yeah, it seems to be good, although it's somehow difficult, but I'm trying my best to improve. I believe that I will nail it. That's a very good one. If they ask you like, how is the work there? Don't say it's very good. No, say, yeah, it's complicated, of course, but yeah, I try to overcome it because I'm a human. I try my best to do my work the best I can. And the fact that I met a lot of challenges, maybe, yeah, but I try to overcome them. Then explain how the work is. Don't just give one answer. You should avoid that always. Give them something to base on while marking you. The question may be like, what do you enjoy the most about your job? If the question is, what do you enjoy the most about the job? Don't say the money. Yeah, of course we enjoy the money. That's why we are working. Yeah, but don't say like money and then keep quiet. Yeah, I enjoy the salary because I have the money now to pay everything of mine. The rent, the transport, and the food. Also to have some leisure outside. I can't do it without money. So I enjoy the part where I'm being paid at the end of the month. Yeah, that's a good one. And the question may be like, how is your neighborhood like? Don't say it's a very good one. Yeah, it can be a very good one, but how? You have to explain. It's not so busy. You can say it's a quiet place. A lot of people there are friendly. Yeah, maybe. You can't see a lot of quarrels mostly. There are no chaos mostly. And yeah, you like your neighbors. They are good friends. They are there for you when you need them, and you are there for them when they need you. So it's a good neighborhood. You live in harmony. So what you need to know is that you have to add always something about 5 seconds, 10 seconds to the answer that you are giving the first. So you don't need to hold yourself in speaking, because this is a speaking test. If it's too much, don't worry. They will tell you to stop, or they will ask you another question as a way of holding you back. But don't hold yourself back. Just let them do their job. That's it. Now, move on to the second part. The second part where you have the topic to develop. This topic is not familiar maybe, or maybe can be familiar. Things that you know. What you need to note is that they will not ask you about sensitive topics like politics, religions, gender things. No, they will ask you things that are neutral, like environment, like economics, like education, technology, things like that, communication, media, fashion, things that are not sensitive to you or to anyone. So you have to feel free developing this topic. The topic will be there. with something you should say. That's how it would be like. What you should say or what you should pay attention at answering this question. This part, you will talk about the topic about 2 minutes. You don't have to go beyond or below. But it's okay to go below instead of going beyond. Because if you go below, that's how you're giving a lot of things to based on when they are marking you. But also you have to pay attention. The more you speak a lot, the more you have some mistakes. So you have to manage. So this topic should be about something like fashion, as I was telling you, or maybe work, or maybe communication, or maybe technology, or maybe any media. So the question is, describe a piece of equipment in your home that is so important. And then you have to say what it is. Like, what is this equipment? And then how long have you had it? And then why you chose this particular model or brand? And then explain why it is important to you. So these are 4 questions you have to answer within 2 minutes. Then you have to time yourself. If you're going to talk about one thing within 30 seconds, that's okay. But some questions are really, really short. Like the first one, what it is. If it's a television, yeah, it's a television, you're going to say it's a television, but you have to say the model or maybe the brand, because it's the part of the 4th question. Let's say it's a TV. So you have to say it's a TV. The black one, model, Samsung, 45 inches. Do you have that? Maybe 42, 50 watts, I don't know. Then you mention that size of the TV and then the color. That will be enough for now because it's a very short question. So you have to give a short answer, but not shorter. So it's a TV which is black, very big, about 60 inches. And then the second question was, how long have you had it? So this is a question where you have to give some more details, like compared to the previous one, of course. So you have to say, I bought it 2 years ago where I was in a journey in Europe, and then I saw it in the market. I thought like I can have this one because I need it. So I've had it since then, and now it's still functioning. It's not on its last legs. Things like that. And then the next question is, why you chose this particular model or brand? Remember, we have only 2 minutes, so we're trying our best to fit everything we want. Actually, I think this 2 minutes is very short, although some people think it's very much, like they can't cope with it, but it's not that much. You have to try your best to fit everything you have within 2 minutes. If you can do that, now you are a good speaker. So the question was, why you chose this particular brand? Maybe you saw it on advertisement and then you thought like, why can't I have this? It's a really good one. Then explain it. I saw this when I had visited a friend, and then I saw this on a TV. It was in the advertisement. Then I thought like, oh wow, when I go there, I would try my best and I would buy it because I really need it. And then the last one, which is the 4th, is why you think it's really important to you. Then you have to say, it's really important to me because it helps me to be updated. When I want to watch the matches, because I really like matches, particularly football, then I watch them, all the matches. I'm always sitting, binge watching my TV to follow the teams that I support. Then you speak a lot from your heart, of course, and then you try your best, like you speak until they say, please stop. Now that would be good. But if you can also manage to speak, like you count in your mind, then 2 minutes is over and then you keep quiet, that is okay. If you can stop yourself, it's okay, but make sure that you finish your 2 minutes speaking. So that's it. It's not that much complicated within the second part. In this third part, the questions are unexpected. Like you can't expect the next question and you don't know them as well. So the question may be about the second part. So you have to do your best to be a faster replier, if I can say so. So when the question is there, then you have to react accordingly, but within a short time, and then you have to provide the good answer. Remember that they're not testing your ideas, they are not testing your mental capability of thinking. No, this is about your language. So whatever you are going to answer, as long as you're going to use a good English, a good language, that's what matters. Your answer may be not that much convincing, like the examiner will not agree with your ideas, but it's okay if your English is good. I'm not telling you to speak nonsense. No, think and then speak, but speak is more important. So the answer you are going to give is the one which is going to generate how much you are going to get as marks. So prepare yourself, do your best to be good speakers. We have Action College where you can join the community of English speakers, and then we help you to improve what you need, because what you need is IELTS, and what we give is what you need for IELTS. So join us today or maybe tomorrow, but don't exceed this week. Just come very quickly, because we are here to help you. Your success is our priority. This is Action College. Let's meet next. My name is Teacher Daniel Ndugu Alpha, or you can just call me DNA. See you soon.
Niba ushaka kwiga indimi gana action, ushaka kuba umuseremu gana action, iterambere mama gana action.